Salve a tutti ragazzi e benvenuti in un nuovo video. Sono Gabri e oggi giocheremo ad Stanley Parable. Vabbè. Ho un messaggio da parte di Andrea che dice:
Ciao a tutti ragazzi, sono Andrea, tra poco uscirà anche un nuovo gameplay su Outlast. Niente, non so più che cazzo dire, ciao a tutti, tanto per farlo sentire nel messaggio audio, ciao!
bene, se non avete capito cosa ha detto, lo dico io. Tra poco farà un video di Outlast perché inizierà anche lui una serie e basta, non sapeva cos'altro dire. Quindi iniziamo.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them.
Wow, che divertimento!
This is what employee
Bel lavoro
427
proprio,
did every day, every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul
che spirito
Stanley
lavorativo!
relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Bene,
And Stanley
cos'è
was
una
happy.
scatola? Non è colpa del gioco.
And then one day something very peculiar happened.
Peculiare.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Va bene.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
E adesso
No one had showed
sono
up to give
problemi
him
questi.
instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Usciamo dall'ufficio. Ok, procediamo.
All of
Usciamo
his coworkers
dall'ufficio.
were gone.
Cos'era
What could it be?
successo? Bene.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Non sarà
Perhaps he had
riunioni.
simply missed a memo.
Andiamo alla sala riunioni. Merda. Sala riunioni. Dove vado?
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
No, vado a quella a destra perché è più
This was
divertente.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Esatto. Quindi.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Bene. Allora. Porta a sinistra per tornare indietro? No. Andiamo avanti.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Ma se salto giù?
Look, Stanley, I
Succede
think
se
perhaps
salto
we've
giù?
gotten off on
Io
the
salto
wrong
giù.
foot here. But in his
Bene.
eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to
Sono
tell him what
morto,
to
bene,
do,
bene, bene,
Stanley
benissimo.
leapt from the
Bene.
platform and plunged to his death.
Sì.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are good enough.
È molto potente adesso, Ah, che bel gioco. Ah, si ricomincia.
Go.
Bene, rieccoci qui. Il gioco è incominciato all'inizio, quindi andiamo. Non
Look,
ci si
Stanley,
butta
I think
bene.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Cosa faccio? Vado su
I'm not sure
o
if
vado
we
qua?
really are. I realize that investing in your trust in
Vado su,
someone
cosa
else
c'è?
can be difficult, but the fact is
Su
that the
c'è,
story has been about
non lo
nothing
so,
but
però
you
voglio fare il
all
folle.
this time.
Faccio il folle.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Va
Give
bene.
me a chance.
Ok.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Ed è quello che non farò.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Porta blu, giusto? Sì, mi hanno detto porta blu.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Ma in che porta devo andare? Ah, quella! Non avevo visto.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Va bene,
You see? There's nothing here.
non c'è
I haven't
niente.
even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures.
Sì,
Is
è
this what
questo
you
quello che
wanted?
volevo. Sì,
Was it
sì,
worth
sì.
ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end it was all
Mi
for
sa che sei un po'
nothing, because this is what
incazzato.
you wanted to see. Help me here,
Allora,
Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback.
Va bene.
There we go.
Allora.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Vado di qui? Ma sì, dai, l'abbiamo torturato abbastanza.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real
No, dai,
critical
due, non sono
feedback
così
here.
cattivo.
Oh, well, now this is useful. You didn't like it, but you didn't totally hate it either. You enjoyed it, perhaps is the correct term. It didn't cause you excruciating pain.
Sì,
Big steps we've made here today, Stanley. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Andiamo di nuovo qui.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you
Ma è
feel
uguale a prima.
motivated to keep walking through doors? Again,
Basta.
honest answers,
Gli do uno
please.
perché è uguale a prima.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of the new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Ma va
You wouldn't
pure,
mind
dai.
taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Lui. Bene.
In this
Oddio.
game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
Va
I
bene,
think the
bene, va
underworld
bene.
will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why
Ma
don't you give it
vaffanculo.
4 hours of
Io non
play
gioco per
to
4
make
ore
sure
sto
it's
coso del
effective.
bambino del
Be sure to
fuoco.
keep notes on your
Ripetate.
experience. Heartless
Bastardo
bastard.
senza
Did you
cuore.
do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know
Perché
what
ti
to
odio.
do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm
No.
done.
No, no,
It's
no, no,
over.
no, no.
Thank you for
No,
playing.
non andare
Your
via,
input
ti
was
prego.
extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game just to ease the pain?
No, non andare via.
What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Ma è
Well,
Minecraft.
Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've
Uh.
always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do.
Non posso fare niente?
But is
No,
it enough?
non posso fare niente.
Tell me that, Stanley.
Dai, di là.
Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Oh, yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this.
È molto bella, originale. Materiali.
And feel ashamed at your own
Vabbè, lasciamo
inadequacy.
perdere.
But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only got half
sì,
the
perché
experience. Please,
dentro sarà
step
molto più
inside
bella
and
di
try
quanto
to
si
make
vede
yourself
da fuori.
comfortable. Isn't
Oh,
it grand?
ma com'è
Isn't
ospitale.
it perfect? It
Proprio
could only be
ospitale
better
questa
if...
casa.
Wait,
Bellissima.
that's it. We must
Schifo.
rebuild it
Non
out
dobbiamo
of
costruire, diciamo.
diamond.
Tendiamo, sì,
Diamond
sì.
everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Andiamo di qui. Scendiamo, scendiamo, scendiamo. Proprio Minecraft.
Oh my. It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. You
No.
brought a light?
No, no, no. No. E fa niente, scendiamo.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow.
No, non ne
and
frega, fammi
linear.
giocare a Minecraft.
Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds.
No,
couldn't
voglio
save
giocare a
this.
Minecraft.
Okay, new game.
Cos'è? Dove siamo?
Yes, I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You trapped in a glass
Non mica
box,
porta
no way
questo.
out, listening
Non lo
to
so,
me
non ne sono
talk.
sicuro.
Oh, it's inspired.
Mi
I couldn't
ricorda
have done it any better
Portal,
myself.
penso.
What is
Non lo
this
so,
game even
vabbè.
supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is. Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Oh, tu un colpo. Bene. Oh, non è proprio non sembra così difficile. Ma che cazzo. Ah, bastava cliccare col mouse.
Genius.
No, devi stare qui. Stai qui. Ok.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty.
Ma come?
I really don't care much to see you stumble
No.
through any more of these games.
No, io so.
But I
Frega niente. Mi spacco le gambe. No. Bene. Work in progress. Work in progress. Dove vado? 5. Non andiamo di qua. Ok, non c'è niente. Di qua no. Di qua. Ma è buio. Sono caduto? Cosa è successo? Oh. Dove sono? Dove vado? Quanto c'è? Luce, 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 luce. Computer. Luce, 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 luce. Allora. Di qua. Ah, qua ritorno nella mia stanza. Ok. What the fuck? No.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close,
Ok.
then I'll be back.
Sì.
The end will be here soon.
Adesso molto presto. Bene.
Very soon.
Ok.
I can wait.
Anch'io non vedo l'ora. Per adesso? Dove siamo adesso? Vediamo un po'.
All of his co-workers would
Ah, è incominciato,
What could it
bene.
mean? Stanley decided to
Bene
go to the
ragazzi,
meeting.
credo che questo
Perhaps he had
fosse uno
simply missed
dei
the memo.
tanti molteplici finali e direi che possiamo chiudere questo episodio qua e lasciatemi un mi piace e un commento se volete che li continui, ma li continuerò lo stesso perché voglio sapere cosa succede, quindi ciao a tutti ragazzi.